Hey guys, Sarah here with the Ketone Craze. So it is after work on a Wednesday, first day back to work after being off for almost 10 days. Kids just went to bed and it is raining outside, and all I can think about is how delicious a keto-friendly breakfast sandwich would be for dinner. So I've scoured the internet and I have found a keto-friendly everything bagel recipe. Only 5 ingredients, so I just wanted to show you guys real quick how I'm going to attempt to make this the first time, and then we will test out the finished product once I'm done. So to get started with this recipe, you're gonna want a microwavable safe bowl, preferably glass. And you're gonna start out by making what's called a Fathead Dough, which this is a keto-friendly dough recipe that is used for pizza crusts, biscuits, all kinds of stuff. So you're going to have 2.5 cups of freshly shredded mozzarella cheese, which I shredded up in my bowl. So that's number 1. Number 2, you're gonna add 3 ounces of cream cheese. So just get you a block of cream cheese, put it at the 3-ounce mark, throw that in your bowl. Then you're gonna add 1.5 cups of almond flour into here, which is a gluten-free, paleo-friendly flour. So 1.5 cups almond flour, and then 1 teaspoon of baking powder. So again, 2.5 cups mozzarella, 3 ounces cream cheese, 1.5 cups almond flour, and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. You're gonna take all of that, stick it in your microwave. I microwaved for about 1 minute, took it out, stirred it up, microwaved again for about 30 seconds to get this sticky, ooey gooey, cheesy blob of dough. So we have that in our bowl here. In your second bowl, you want to take 3 eggs and beat them together. And then once you have your dough that you've microwaved, you're going to add in your 3 beaten eggs into your dough. So that is gonna help it rise. So you're just gonna mix that into your bowl, and it is gonna be kind of sticky. So we will, and it might be easier to use your hands to form it into a ball. But meanwhile, you wanna go ahead and preheat your oven to 400, because you're gonna be baking your everything bagels at 400 for about 12 to 15 minutes. And you also want to get your baking sheet ready. You could probably use a greased baking sheet, but I'm a fan of easier cleanup, so I like to use parchment paper. So my dough is formed. Now with the egg, it's definitely going to be kind of mushy and kind of sticky. So you can always sprinkle a little extra almond flour in there to create your little ball of dough. So let me wipe my hands off real quick. And so this is what it's gonna look like. It's gonna be a little bit messy, so I'm just gonna add in a little sprinkle of almond flour on the outside, which is just gonna make it easier. All right, so you're gonna take your dough, and I'll show you this in just a second, but this recipe is gonna make 6 bagels. So you wanna take your dough and divide it. I'm just gonna set mine on the counter for just a second and move the camera. But you wanna divide your dough into 6 equal portions. And let me try to turn this for just a second. So here's our dough we've got right here. And we're just gonna divide it into 6 equal portions. And then you can just watch me as I make my little bagels with it. So I'm just gonna put my 6 equal portions here on my parchment. And again, your dough is very sticky because of the cheese, as you can see here. So we've got our 6 equal portions of our bagel dough, and let me wash my hands and I'll show you what we're gonna do next. All right, so let me move everything out of the way. We're just gonna go down here and move my camera up just a little bit. All right, so what you're really gonna do to make your bagel look like a bagel is you're gonna take each one like this and kind of roll it around and stretch it in a little circle. And it's definitely sticky enough to do that, but you just want to make sure you have that bagel formed shape with a little hole in the middle. So honestly, this doesn't take long at all. Preparation about 5 minutes, and then the cook time is about 15 total. So you're basically just making little rings out of your dough, reminiscent of a real carb-filled bagel. Everything bagels are always my hands down favorite, and ever since Trader Joe's made that everything but the bagel seasoning, I've been buying that like nobody's business, stocking up on that, putting it on everything. So when I started craving this and I saw that there is a keto friendly version, I was like, I have to have it, and this just seemed like the perfect night to take advantage of it. I hadn't really planned anything else for dinner, so. All right. So we've got our little circles of dough. I know you couldn't really see that, but there you go, right there. And then you're definitely gonna wanna buy your Trader Joe's everything but the bagel seasoning. Looks exactly like this. Literally, I go through this whole thing in like a week, which is probably terrible. But you're just gonna sprinkle a little bit on top, or a lot, on top of each bagel, and that's gonna make it look exactly like what you find at your local bagel shop. So, and it just smells. You can smell the sesame, you can smell the garlic. It just smells exactly like an everything bagel. So there you go, look at that. It's gonna be my dinner. All right, so that's just gonna go into our lovely oven at 400. It says 12 to 15 minutes, so we'll check back in and see how these puppies turn out. All right, guys, see you in a jiff. Hey guys, so we're back, and these bagels look amazing. I kind of didn't do the center hole very big, so that part kind of got messed up a little bit, but they smell delicious. I can't wait to see what they taste like. They just came out of the oven. So let me get my hand underneath this, but they took about 15 minutes exactly. So here is the close-up, the everything bagels, or buns as we'll call it, since they don't have a hole really, but you can perfect that. So anyways, they look delicious, so definitely about 15 minutes at 400. And you're gonna get this nice fluffy little bagel. So I have some eggs cooking in the background. I'm gonna add the eggs and a little bit of guacamole. I wish I had bacon because that would just top it off. I mean, what is a keto house when we don't even have bacon in here? But anyways, I will take a picture with what it looks like. I know it's gonna be so delicious. Actually, I can pull apart, it's real hot. But the dough just melts apart. And the flavor with that seasoning, you could probably even cut it in half and toast it if you want. Y'all, delicious. Can't wait for you to try it. Literally, I would say preparation, cleanup, and everything total took me 25 minutes. So if you're looking for something to meal prep in advance for your breakfast or as bread for your lunch, this is a delicious treat. All right, guys. I'll talk to y'all later. Enjoy your night.